Here we are with the kids. It's been about 2 hours of hanging out on the bed. We have Lulu right here, and we have Nora over here. You can see I've set up their water and food buckets. We just use these stools, or you have these like raised feeders you can use, whichever ones you like. And they're allowed to stand up and drink and eat, but as soon as they're done drinking or eating, they have to sit back down. And I think they finished their food bowls already this morning. Yeah, so we can take those away. But so we had Scott here, whipped up some waffles, and the kids are eating. We had all the dogs who were boarding in the home head out to the kennel and walk through the house. They just come from this way through here, right past Lulu, and then right past Nora and right out the door. And they did relatively well. I think we had to give just a little bit of distance pressure. But they went right back to their bed and we did good. Oh, we also have one over there that walks right past. And now we have the kids all sitting here eating. We're starting to add in those distractions of the eating and the food and the banging.
Hello, come on in.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, welcome.
There's really no one at the door right now. We're just faking. So when someone does come to the door, the girls will be able to be calm, cool, and collected. We're gonna start, well, thanks, hon. We're gonna start, everyone's gonna finish eating, then we're gonna start cleaning up. And they're just chilling here as life, right? Part of life. When they're calm, cool, and collected, when they've been consistently good, not after you just corrected, you can, oh look, Scott's moving around, you can go up and love on them. We want these beds to be a super safe, super happy space. That means all things happy come here, right? They get fed here, they get loved on here, they get told how good they are on here. And we're just gonna love on them when they're being good. We do wanna make sure though, that we don't love on them after we've just gotten onto them and they've been good. We want it to be after a consistent amount of time of being good. And then you'll notice generally after we tell them how good they're being, they start to make naughty choices. So over here we have Lulu who's whining and thinking about getting it up. And now we have Norma over here who's whining and sitting up. And it's totally normal for them to be naughty right after you've rewarded them or loved on them or told them how good they are. And so just know that you have to work through that, because eventually we'll need them to us be able to say they're good and them just accept being good, but not having to not be naughty afterwards. But they won't get to that point if we don't practice it. But you also want to remember, if I'm about ready to be done practicing the beds and we're going to move on to reflection, I don't want to pet them and tell them how good they are and then try to go put them away, because we have to end on a positive note before we move on to anything else. So if I went and loved them, like right now I can't put them away in this way, right? If we zoom in on Lulu here, she's laying down, which is great, but she's overly excited or ready to go. She's laying, but she's ready to jump. She's whining, she's yawning, those eyes are like intensely focused. That tail was wagging 90-nothing, which is okay to be happy, but we need her to learn how to control that. She's thinking about getting off right now. She's looking around like, I'm just gonna keep sliding forward a little bit at a time until I can get off that bed. So we wouldn't want to put her into reflection space in this moment. We would want her to be over here. We have Norma. Her ears are down, she's relaxed. She's looking and interested. You can see those eyes shifting back and forth between Davian doing the dishes over here on the counter and her laying there, but she's in a calm state. You can tell her energy is just chill, right? And so that's what we're wanting to move on to the next step in training, or the next department, the next phase, thanks, hon. And training, which would be reflection after we do the bed, we need them to be in a calm state, and then that's when we move them to the next phase. So everyone's starting to clean up now and finishing up eating and arguing about syrup or something over there. Whipped cream, that's what we're arguing about. Hey Vance, could you jump up and run around the table, please? After you eat that whipped cream. Piper, you can run. Run from the fireplace to the door. Oh, sorry, other door. This door.
Go to the next door. Go to the next door.
This one over here by. Good job, Vance.
Okay, everybody, stop the road for a second.
Ah, collision. Boone, you too. Thanks, buddy. So Scott's opening and shutting that door that's right there next to Norma also. So there, as they were all running, Lulu stepped off with them, but Scott just corrected and they just go right back to running. Oh, hey, only Dad gets to do the door, please, Fife. Thanks. No.
What? An accident. Okay, keep playing.
Keep going. Ollie. Okay, keep going. You're doing good. Remember, we don't jump at them, we jump around them. So when we're doing these practices, it's important. You heard them say I touched the dog. It's important not to touch the dog, so that's why we got onto that one for that one. And I just got on to 5 for jumping at the dog. We jump around them, but we don't jump at them. Does that make sense? Like, so we're being chaotic, but their bed is their safe spot. So unless we're petting and loving on them, we don't want to touch them, or like I'll send the robot vacuum under their beds and around their beds and everything, but we don't want it to actually touch them. And same thing with the kids. Unless they're petting it, we don't touch it. And we can run and hop all around it, but we can't jump towards them as if we're going to get them. Does that make sense? So our energy is around them, but the cone of their bed is their safe space. And so they're just chilling. We're doing good. The kids are running. We don't have much noise going on, but they got a lot of excitement and energy going.
Point out how hard they're breathing.
Oh yeah. So if you notice, Norma here has started panting pretty good, and so has Lulu. So though they're not doing anything, this is exhausting work. We are really working them. So if you noticed before, they were both laying down, especially Norma over there, was chill, calm, cool, and collected, not out of shit, not working hard. But right now they're both panting really well. Oh, so there, Norma stepped off her bed a little bit. You can see she's panting still. We have the water there for them because this is a really good mental workout, right? So again, even though they're not physically doing anything, we're exhausting them out by doing this bed work, and that's a great thing.